Good morning, it's Pastor Bob Grenier from Calvary Chapel here in Visalia. Trouble is no stranger to any person, and trouble comes both uninvited often, and there are many times when the trouble that is in our lives is the direct result of actions we've taken, foolish actions, sinful actions, stubborn or selfish actions. However, over and above all of that trouble, whether self-caused or just coming from some other source, there is the grace of God. In fact, in James chapter 4, where God through James had described many of his readers as having put themselves in the position of being enemies of God or opposed to God, he begins to speak with them about the grace of God. And he says that God gives more grace. That is, he gives grace, he gives more grace, and then he gives more grace, and he can give more grace than all of the trouble that you or I may have brought into our lives. In fact, in the book of Romans, in chapter 5, it says, where sin abounded, grace did much more abound. Now, in addition to the truth of God giving us grace, we're then called to practical actions on our own part. We're to receive the grace of God, we're to submit to the Lord, we're to resist the devil, we're to take sin seriously. And that is, if our lives have been filled with frivolous laughter and empty things that really are of no consequence, we're to put those things aside. Let our joy be turned to mourning, our laughter to sorrow, and so on. And then a number of times in this fourth chapter, James mentions the fact that the Lord gives grace, that he gives grace to the humble, and that he is the way out of trouble. So it is always a blessing to be able to share with you, and it's a blessing to be able to share with you today. And I pray that the Lord will help you. And if you're in trouble today, look to the Lord, look to his grace, open your heart, and let him help you out of trouble. God bless you.